DeMar DeRozan over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to talk about him. Going to talk about Kobe White in this matchup against the Spurs. And I have an NFL pick and a parlay waiting for you, dialed up for you, and I'm ready to go. Let's get you paid right here, right now. Let's talk about why I like DeMar DeRozan. DDR, baby. Yeah, he hit the over last game against the Lakers last night as we saw Kobe White hit the under. So what am I doing today? Well, it's twofold. First thing I'm actually going to be doing is showing you what I posted in Discord. Now, I told everybody if you have Fliff only, Kobe White over 33.5 PRA, same exact PRA, is probably the better play. It's 50-50 toss-up and who I wanted to run with. He's minus 120 on Fliff. However, you got all sports books and you're looking at PrizePicks. I actually like DDR much more if you're looking at those two things, but only on Fliff. Well, yeah, I'll save the 15 cents. DeMar DeRozan over 33.5, minus 120 on DK. Spurs, bottom 10 against small forwards in all three categories, points, rebounds, and assists. And DDR has played against San Antonio as a Chicago Bull 5 times, racking up 46-50, 35-25, and 36 PRA, which he just had last game without Zach LaVine. I expect a bounce-back night from Kobe White, so I don't mind that again, but the play for me is on DDR's over 33.5 PRA. Sliding over here, we're going to talk about Puka Nacua in a hot minute. I promise you that, and I'm using the optimizer, which you all have access to. Now, again, I've suggested here's what you should do with the optimizer. Listen, you see my tweet, you see a YouTube video, and it's DDR over 33.5. Okay, go to myspray.com, you click the odds finder, and you're going to go to NBA, and you're just going to type in DER. Boom, you've got DeMar DeRozan, and you have all his markets. Okay, Mitch said to play the 33.5 PRA. Let's look at all the markets real quick. And I'm scrolling down. I can see here's assists, the blocks, threes, points, assists, points, rebounds, PRA. Okay, cool. We've got over 33.5 available on all DFS apps, a 56.19% implied probability he hits the over. And so very nice. We can find best odds right now, DK, 33.5 minus 120. We can see FanDuel move to 34.5. Pinnacle, Fliff, no active lines right now for DeMar DeRozan. I'm assuming they'll go live any second, probably by the time you see this video. Now, before we talk about Kobe White, I just want to say something. I've had 2 videos here on YouTube garner over 5,000 views. They're usually at the tail end of when I'm on a massive heater. I was on a massive heater, went 8-1 last night, 0-2, unfortunate. Oh, what a kick in the gut. But both times that I've had these massive runs, I get over 5,000 views. And what happens both times? I brick a video and I go 0-2. Went 0-2 in the last 5,000 view video, went 0-2 last night. Man, that stinks. That really stinks. But I do want to say thank you so much for all the subscriptions on YouTube, for all the likes, and for the comments. That really helps me grow, and it allows me to bring in some revenue to dump into the optimizer for you. So that thing stays free as YouTube keeps growing. It's a very nice high five. You get the free optimizer, I get YouTube growth. I'll continue to hopefully bang out some winners for you, and let's do that right now. I just wanted to take that minute to say thanks for supporting YouTube. Hopefully this is a good support for you. Kobe White, well, let's talk about him real quick. My guy here, actually, I was looking at him this morning, trying to take the rebounds and assists over 9.5, and I woke up and I saw a 10.5 line. He's hit the over in, I believe, 8 of the 10 without Zach LaVine, so potentially still in play if you want to grab it on Caesars. Minus 129 was best line. It was bumped, unfortunately, both on PrizePicks and Underdog. Kobe White is available, 33.5 if you wanted to take that on PrizePicks. I mean, I don't think I'd play them both. I don't think I'm going Kobe White and DDR. 33.5 to the over. Maybe not some good correlation there. So I would pick one for PrizePicks. I already shared my preferences. Now I wanted to talk Puka Nacua because this is a really interesting play. So I've clicked the NFL tab. I'm going to go over to Nacua and I'm typing this in. Check this out. This is just wild to me. So I'm going to remove the date because I know the game is tonight. I don't need the date for it. I just want to look at the data. And I'm looking at this, and it's just a crazy opportunity here. Looking at the player receptions, you can see they're bumped down on both Underdog and Parlay Play, which is unfortunate. But look at this. Pinnacle minus 159 to the under. It's sharpest book in the world, in my opinion. You got a couple books following suit, minus 163, minus 155 for Caesars BetMGM. Again, the Fliff API will pull any minute. So by the time you check this video, I'm assuming Fliff lines will be in there. FanDuel, minus 125. Insane. 34-cent differential versus Penny and these other books. And when you go look at the data, it's kind of nuts. And I do always suggest whatever you find on the Odds Shopper, on the Odds Finder, on the Optimizer, whatever you want to call it, I suggest looking up the data afterwards and ensuring that you feel confident in not just what the markets and the public money is saying, but what the trends and data and matchups say. The two coincide to me. You want the markets and the data to both align when you take a pick. I like this play. I took this. Nakua, I posted it in Discord. It's a really solid play. Here's what I wrote down. Nakua's under in 7 straight games alongside Cup. Started off the season really hot when Cup had started really slow. Hit the over in 2 of the first 3 games. But since then, just ain't it. He's had 7 targets or fewer in all but 2 games since Cup has returned. He's been under in 7 straight. It will be sweaty. He's had 5 receptions in, I believe, 5 of those games. But part of it is due to his catch rate. With 8 or fewer targets, and especially most games getting only 7 targets or fewer, he'd need even a higher catch rate than 75%. He'd have to catch 6 out of his 7 targets or 6 out of his 8, which is a 75% catch rate, which is not easy to get in the NFL. He has a 64% catch rate on average this year. Take into consideration 2 more things. The fact that Kyren Williams catches the ball out of the backfield, and last but not least, and maybe even most important, is the Saints defense, which is very good. They have a low completion rate allowed to opposing quarterbacks. They don't give up a lot of yards and catches to wide receivers. They're a very, very good defense. Now, they are on the road on a short week, so potentially that makes it a better pick. But I'm still taking the under. And on top of that, if you fluffernutters get stuck and you don't want to take that juice, you can cut it by using the Bills money line, Chiefs money line, a combination of the two. Use an alt spread for either team. The world is your oyster. You do what you want with this information. Put your big girl, big boy pants on. Make your pick. But I'm taking Nakua under 5.5 receptions, minus 125 on FanDuel. I love it. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to do some odd shopping here in a hot second. My picks during this heater, I usually throw the picks on the screen and I'm like, yes, I'm all in. Best bet of the day. I'm posting the best bets on YouTube. I feel great about them, which is why YouTube has been fantastic. I mean, take yesterday and throw it aside. Look at a longer view. Zoom out a little bit. Don't be staring so closely to the the 1 day results. You want to zoom out, and it's been insane. I mean, we're on just a ridiculous run. Just off the top of my head, it's like 132 and 65, right? It's over a 67% premium win rate. And on the public picks, I mean, it's sky high. Yesterday coming into the day, it was 22 and 5 in the last 27 public picks. So it's been tremendous. That would be 22 and 7 run. I didn't add that to the video today. It is what it is. It's fine. The title is fine how it is. But I do want you to understand, I don't have best bets today so far. It's very early in the morning. No NBA lines are out that I was like, yes, 100% best bet of the day. I just feel good about the DDR pick. I feel great about the Nakua pick on FanDuel, but nothing qualifies as best bet. So hopefully that information also helps you apply your bankroll management to these picks. Now let's shop some odds and see if we can find any value for tonight's game on the DFS apps, as I know a lot of you are here for those specifically. And when I go to the highest and lowest and I'm trying to find something good, you can see there's just not a ton right now. There legitimately isn't. I haven't seen a board like this in a while where I just don't see superior value on like NFL or NBA, really. One line that is popping on Underdog and Sleeper, that's the Josh Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns, juiced on all 4 books, penny at minus 135. That one's live on Underdog and Sleeper. That's not a terrible option if you're really looking for something delicious there. But again, there are not many lines out right now for NFL Sunday. I will post a heck of a lot more on Friday. All right, so tomorrow, make sure you come back, have your alerts on, and you will get a slew, a litany, a myriad, listen to these vocabulary terms today, of picks for NFL Sunday. I'll make sure they're on the video, okay? Let's take a look at NBA. I just don't think there's any value based on the math for PrizePicks or any of these sites tonight, but we might have some here on the DFS apps for NBA. All right, here we go. We've got Jeremy Grant under 5.5 rebounds, Underdog and Sleeper, juiced on 5 sportsbooks. Most importantly, juiced on Pinnacle, minus 164. That's Jeremy Grant under 5.5 rebounds. Yesterday, I actually talked about Luka Doncic on stream, and I said under 10.5 assists, and it was minus 115, I think, on DK. That cashed out. Easy W, and it was the play of the day based on the odds. Now, I didn't just blindly take that. I said, all right, well, listen, it does look like a superior value on PrizePicks and on DK Sportsbook when every other app had at like minus 145. So hopefully we can find something like that right now. And that's what I'm going to do for you. We're looking at this line for Jeremy Grant. I want to dive into the data. I don't want to just blindly take this and say, yup, I'm playing it. What does the data say? What can we take away from this play? Is it a good one? So Jeremy Grant on the season is under in 17 of 22 games. Okay, so if you like looking at trends, that is an interesting play to me right now. What else can we find? How are the Washington Wizards against opposing power forwards? And does this make me hesitate at all? All right, so I'm looking at the last about 40 days of NBA, 15 games. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more convoluted of a situation. The Washington Wizards are giving up the 7th most rebounds against opposing power forwards, 11.2 boards per game. Now, more recent trends, how are they doing recently? A little bit better. They're not so bad. In fact, middle of the road at 9.53. And over the course of the season against power forwards, they've actually given up the 3rd most in the NBA. So that makes it a little bit tougher. So you can believe in this line. You could say, all right, listen, this is a value on sleeper and underdog. Penny has this crazy high like this. And also, if you disagree with it, I suggest that you go look on the odds finder at Jeremy Grant over 5.5. You could probably find plus odds for that play if you think that that is superior value. But the trends and the data supports kind of staying away. The trends support under 17 of 22 games, taking the under. Now, here's an interesting one. SGA on parlay play still available, 11.5 to the over. Juiced like crazy on DK, juiced on Caesars, juiced on MGM, bumped on PrizePicks, bumped on Underdog. Parlay play sitting there giving you a gift at 11.5. So if you have parlay player, you want to try it, any of these apps up here, you could just click them. If you click them, it'll give you my promo code. You could deposit match $100. Parlay play giving you a gift at 11.5 to the over. I'm scrolling down. I'm not seeing significant value in any other book right now, which is odd. Ja Morant under 6.5 rebounds, maybe minus 138 on FanDuel. I mean, Penny moved it all the way down to 5.5. These books are juiced in the minus 150s. You guys can make your decisions there. I suggest researching as much as you can. Again, I'm not seeing value. It's just not value right now. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm just going to be honest, 100% honest. I'm not forcing picks just for content and clicks. I don't care enough to do that. I care more so about making sure that you make money. So I'd rather have 3,000 people watch a video and have them be good picks rather than just posting picks for clicks and getting 6,000, 7,000 views, but they're suboptimal plays. That's all over YouTube right now. That's all over Twitter. Buzzwords, huge headlines, just trying to get clicks, get views, and then their hit rate is like 52%. Like you could have tossed a coin and essentially had the same hit rate as them. That's not my goal. That's not how I do things. It's probably why I don't grow as fast as others, but I'm okay with that because I line your pockets more than most. So dive into the Dub Club. It's $14.99 down below. Hit the noties for this channel. You're always going to get my best effort. You don't have to worry about me doing the buzzwords and the clickbait and all that crap. If I don't post it, it's because I don't believe in it. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Flex Friday, PrizePicks, all my NFL and NBA bets. My Friday video is usually my biggest watched video of the week for a reason. Make sure you come back tomorrow morning. I will see you there. And hopefully I see you inside the Dub Club, inside my Discord. Links down below. Have yourself a good day. No matter what, let's get you paid.